Hello, partners. This report is the first of a 3 in a row where we're going to do something special for women who need to be remembered. However, this one, we're going to do something that, well, you might not like. But trust me, I'm going to tell you a very important story. It's the story of a woman whose family was on the wrong side in the Civil War. Yet, the incredible diary she kept has allowed modern-day historians to learn what it was like for many people in the South to find themselves on this losing side of the war, dealing with massive death and misery. Our honoree this week was named Mary Chestnut and began her diary just a week after the rebels fired on Fort Sumter, which began the Civil War. The very first entry signals the fact that Mary Chestnut knew from the very beginning that the South was risking it all. She wrote on page 1 of her diary, and I'm going to quote her right now, "In doing this, we are risking everything. It's a matter of life and death." End of quote. By writing down her account of the Civil War, she was in a good position to really know what was going on. Bless her heart. Mary Chestnut and her husband James moved within the highest circles of the Confederate government and Southern society. Her entries, candid, caustic, and at times sarcastic, demonstrate how women's roles evolved and how social class and status remained a defining feature in the Confederate nation, even after the war destroyed their wealth and their privilege. Mary was born in a little city called Statesburg, South Carolina, back in 1823. Her mother came from a very wealthy family. Her father, Samuel Decatur Miller, rose through the Carolina politics over the years. During his life, he served as the governor of South Carolina, he served as a United States congressman, and eventually he served as a senator. As the Civil War approached, Mary Chestnut took a rather fearful tone in her diary. On one page she wrote, again I'm quoting this, "I remember feeling a nervous dread and horror about to break with the power of the United States of America." Mary Chestnut's diary speaks of the boys who went off to war, but returned home in a coffin. Also, more times than not, the boys who never came home. She knew that up north, many of the people were even not affected at all by the war. As a matter of fact, in 1864, when a full 1/3 of all the adult men in Alabama were either dead or badly wounded, they were still holding the annual Harvard-Yale yacht races. She may have been from the wrong side, but Mary Chestnut is much loved by today's historians for her honest look at life in the South during the worst days of the Civil War. Okay, partners, you know the drill. Look up there, that big old red X in the right corner, and click on it. You'll be swished right back here to this week's report. I love doing this, being with you every week. Dennis does such a great job bringing me special things. This one of the Southern Belle today is so good. Mary Chestnut. Golly. Hey, I love you guys. I love you very much. Go get 'em, Tigers!